So,
Yeah.
hello, Netush, Neta.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today. And yeah, this is going to be a session that I called it Meeting Your Voice or Relationship with Your Voice, Encountering Your Voice. And in general, these sessions are really, I have some ideas what I want to do. Of course, I have a lot of things that I'm used to doing, but it's a lot around seeing what comes and also where the voice wants to take us and what the voice is showing us,
Mhm.
what your voice is showing us, or what your voice is showing you. So there is a lot of curiosity and really seeing what comes. So in that sense, I don't have any particular agenda or anything like that. And yeah, just to say that the first thing that I love to do is to slow down. First and foremost, like the first thing before we try to do anything, change anything, understand, figure anything out, just to have the space, first of all, to be and to tune into listening. Um, we can meet ourselves in many ways. We can meet ourselves through our relationships and through our body and through our thoughts and ideologies. And we can also meet ourselves through our voice. And for me, there is something so simple and straightforward about meeting myself through my voice. I always give this example. This is what I have now. So if I'm looking at something and okay, you can probably guess that it's plastic, but if you just look at this part, okay, and you don't really know what it's made of. Is it glass? Is it plastic? What is it? But then if you tap on it, the sound is revealing what this thing is made of, like its material and also its structure. And it's revealing it in a very direct way. Like, yes, you can make words, oh, it's plastic, but even before the naming, the labeling of what it is, you get a clear transmission of what this thing is. And so for me, these sessions, they're a little bit like this. We are going to tap, we're going to vibrate, to tap, to get in touch with our voice. And through listening to the voice, we're going to learn how to receive it and learn how to allow this come as information and hopefully shed light on things that we want to understand.
Okay. I
Um,
want to say that this is not my yeah, it's not my comfort zone at all. Yeah, it's not something that I'm used to work with or to even pay attention to.
yeah, yeah, and thank you for saying that. And you're not alone in this. Um, a lot of people are not so comfortable connecting with that or just are not used to it. They don't know how or it's not in the culture. And so we're going to do this very gently and gradually and connect also to this quality a little bit of children. When you see children that they are playing with their voice and doing all kinds of like here like silly noises and just really exploring what they have and coming back to this more innocent, gentle, and slow, slow quality. And I will guide you every step of the way. And also, in every moment that you have a question or that something feels not quite so comfortable, if you need to go slower or if you lose focus, just let me know, okay? Because this is for you first and foremost. This session is for you and for your benefit. Um, so maybe we can start by landing in the here and now. So kind of like saying thank you to whatever was, and also I trust you to whatever will come. And really, again, it's like I'm zooming in and slowing down in this moment so that you can really be here, however you like to do that. And it is a gradual process. It will take time also to arrive to the here and now beyond, yeah, what already happened today and what's presumably going to happen. And maybe we can start with taking a moment to, without much explanation, to connect to your voice, whatever that means to you. Like mm, to ask yourself, what is my relationship with my voice? Even without finding words or explanation, just like tuning into this quality of your voice. And imagine you're in a relationship, like a partner or a family member or a friend, but this relationship is with your voice. And your voice and you went through different things in your life through your biography. There were different events that shaped your relationship. And here you are now in this moment with your voice. And imagine you are coming to a couples therapist, but your partner is your voice. And my invitation to you is to tune a little bit and see what are you coming with today? What are you and your voices are coming with? If there is an intention or an issue or maybe a desire that brings you to this session. And maybe that's a good place to start to see what you would like to look at or work on today.
Um, it's funny, the couple therapy is like I'm imagining that. Okay, now I can reach around, like I think it's also like the physical voice, but it's also like a deeper. So I think that what I would love to look at is like the willingness to express and to play. I was 2 weeks ago. I was in this ceremony, and I saw how actually the people that were there were musicians, and they sing and they play. And I said immediately that I'm not. And it was a lot about this expression, the willingness, and the it's not only the willingness, it's like to be brave enough even to express. I'm really okay with expressing in words,
Mhm.
but to express by singing or by playing an instrument, and it's connected, of course. It's really, really not easy for me, and I could see that, like how many times I didn't, and I was silent. And yeah, I would love to open that. I would love to open that place in me that is allowing me also to play. One of the girls, she took a frame drum, and she put herself behind it and started. And it was so beautiful to see how she allows herself to explore. And for me, I took it for a second, and then I saw that I can't. Like, it's I,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what is the barrier you say?
Yeah, the barrier, the
Yeah, like between me and this exploration. It's like, yeah, maybe if I was alone, it would be easier.
okay.
Um, but also I remember myself like, in a day that I was alone in my, I live in a farm, so, in the farm, and then I remember saying to myself, I could even speak to myself loud, which I never do because it's always in my mind, yeah. And it was really interesting to just speak loud, and to be able to shout, or to do any kind of voice that I don't need to contain, and not to interrupt. And so, yeah, maybe this could be a tension.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that you're seeing, first of all, that there is a kind of like idea or belief about yourself that you can't do it.
Hmm.
Like that there are other people around, and the first thing that comes is like, Me, no, I cannot." And then when you when you look at other people doing it and you kind of put yourself in their place, it's like you did this movement, like there is something something below that wants to come up. You don't do this. It's
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
and and also that you don't know. And for me, there are all kinds of strategies how to approach this. Um, One way is which is also like now I immerse myself in Bert Hellinger. So it's very much alive, which is going like to an original, sort of allowing an original imprint of something that happened, even if it happened different historically, but kind of something we are carrying and getting in touch with that in our soul and making kind of a correction to that. So there is a way of approaching that and looking what is this barrier about? Why is it there? What is it serving also? Or at least what it served in the past?
Mm.
Is there a possibility now to create a new configuration in this, a new constellation? Because these are also, I want to say, these are all inner voices that are constellating, and they are influencing the flow of energy. There is like a desire to express, which is energy wants to flow, and there are different things that are limiting or monitoring that. And this is all a community of voices that is internal but influences our expression externally. So I also maybe, but before we dive in, I want to before we dive into the block, maybe I will ask you, what is the voice for you? Like, how do you understand your voice?
I don't even understand the question.
I felt like this. I felt like there it's like it's kind of a in my system, I don't know if you relate to this word, but in my system it was like a very fast and condensed panic.
What? What was?
When I asked you what is the voice for you, or what is your relationship to your voice, I felt like you are that was, again, this is my imagination. I don't know if it's true, but it felt like you you are like, where should I get this answer from? Kind of like, where is it
Yeah,
coming?
it's not a world yeah, I don't have anywhere to grasp.
Yeah, yeah. And that's very, very interesting, because we do learn about our voice through other people, but we also have a relationship with our voice that is even before language. even before form.
Mm.
And you're right to say that the voice, that the manifested voice or the heard voice is just half, kind of half of the movement. And before that and after that, or in the same time, of course, there is also everything that is resonating with it that is unheard. So when I ask you, what is your relationship to your voice? Um, and I'm asking that like a second time after because we're slowing down. Maybe.
And a thing that came to me, I don't know if this is a that when I guide people into meditation or in a session,
Yeah.
I know I'm using my voice in a very soft way, very calm, and in a way that I like it. Actually, I have to say it's not. I'm not making it. It's what is natural is coming, and many times I got feedbacks of how my voice is really helping and really supporting in this way. Uh,
Beautiful. And what do you feel is happening there? What is happening that you like?
I think I'm tapping into yeah, something that is not me totally, and it's like it's something that is maybe a bit wider, wiser, um, that is more connected maybe, um, and somehow it becomes more soft and less maybe less needing to go somewhere, needing to like more of allowing. um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it has also feels like it has a lot of receptivity, like you're also listening very deeply when you're allowing this type of voice to come through.
mhm.
So what is it about um, your will or desire and your voice? So this there we have this playing with the musical and being playful and exploring and being seen as this. And we have this authority guiding, but also being open to the moment and to being inspired. And then we have this question, which brought me to invite you to this session in the first place, which is like desire and will.
I think yeah, somehow it's related to a topic that I'm around about my will and about what do I want and what do I desire, and I think sometimes it's even I think with the history of things, you know, what happened to me, and I pushed it aside. Uh, I pushed it aside. I think in the bottom you can say just to be as lovable as possible. Um, so I think the technique was not to bring my will, not to bring my needs, my desires, and to put them like somewhere in a drawer, or and then to be really open and really receptive and really flowing with other people will, and uh, until a point that like I really in I, I really convinced myself, you know, like okay, this is my true self. Like it became really this flowing person, and it's not that I do have will inside. I can say okay, I want to flow there or I don't want to flow there, but usually and it touched many places, even if okay, what kind of music do you want to hear? If we're in, I don't care, put something, or We watch a movie. So usually I would be like watch something that you like, and less bringing myself. And I think throughout the years, it also narrowed me
Yeah.
and narrowed my way, places of interest, and my exploration and my ability to research things, and yeah, and I think it is time to get it back. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so easy. At least in terms of this small laboratory of the voice, it's so easy to regain that freedom or that playfulness, which hearing your voice, I know you have, and also knowing you, I know you have, but it's still resonating in your voice, even if you feel that it's very, very limited. And I understand that it feels very limiting or limited to not have your preferences and desires be expressed for such a long time. And maybe to kind of, if we put everything we talked about kind of in the background and continue to slow down, what would be a desire? What would you wish for yourself in your relationship with your voice? And by voice, I mean a preference, a desire. It's this movement, right? There are all types of vocal movements, by the way, but we're talking now about this movement from the inside out, from the core to the relationships, right? From the center to the relationships, and from the instinct also into a choice. Um, so what would you wish for yourself? Or
um, I think I can say now two wishes. One, I would I would wish to be able to sing, uh, like to really to allow. And the second one, I think, is connected to desire and to pleasure, and yeah, and to yeah, to use my voice more there, and to yeah, to find this connection also, and to, I don't know what can help what, like the egg and the chicken, and but yeah, somehow to connect.
the second one, it didn't fully land. It's almost like it's even to express it, it's not easy,
Yeah.
but I dare you.
And, uh, I think it's this, even the ability to connect to the will, and to voice the will, that is connected to desire.
Absolutely. And your wish,
Clear?
and
This
your
is the wish.
the wish too. The first one was super clear. The first one, I want to sing. So
Yeah.
I
Uh,
got
I don't. So maybe it's. I would say to connect to desire, to connect to uh, yeah, to this wanting, and to this even to be able to I don't know, to feel the desire and to express the desire and to follow it. Um,
okay, wonderful.
yeah, it's clearer.
I got it now. Thank you. Yeah, so first of all, thank you. And we'll take a moment just to kind of resonate with this. And it's really important to remember that's something really cool about voice is that voice is a threshold thing. Like the whole the whole mechanism, the whole way that voice is happening anatomically is about threshold. It's about saf, yeah, about threshold. There is a before and
Mm-hmm.
after. And through that moment of going through this portal or threshold is what creates the voice.
Okay.
Okay. So if you look, and I can send you also later this or link you the video where you can see a camera going in and showing how the vocal folds work. They are incredible wave, super complex, two membranes that need to be really closed. And if they're too blocked, no sound is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
If they're completely open, no sound is going to happen. Sound is only going to happen when they're right in the right type of resistance, enough for little bubbles of air to come out. So it's a sweet spot of like just enough resistance, but it's needed resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what sounds like is actually da 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 da. It's hundreds of times per second, opening and closing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pulsating of voice. And this is important to know because this question around expression, every one of us feels, for everyone, it's so easy to express and to be themselves. Why me? So hard for me. But actually, it's built in the design of what voice is. It's built in that there is a resistance. Sometimes it's a conflict. Sometimes it's friction. And we all know that friction is not only bad. Okay? Yeah. So the source of pleasure is also friction. And the question is, how do we understand? So how do we not just try to like get rid of the thing that is blocking, but actually understand it in a way that it starts to resonate, actually starts to make sound. So that's the good news, that this block or this barrier is the thing that is going to make the sound even more resonant, bigger, more free. That's the first thing. And now we're just going to dive into the vocal practice. And I'm going to check in with you through the practice. And then, but we're just going to receive a lot of information. And then maybe at the end we can open up again and see what did it do? What did it change? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to start with our hands and meeting the two hands and just kind of making contact, like really, really touching the hands and massaging the hands. And a lot of time we understand our voice according to how it sounds like. But now we are going to meet it in the way it feels like.
Okay.
Okay. So touching and giving yourself some love to hands and elbows and shoulders and chest, and maybe moving your neck a little bit from side to side, bringing some flexibility here. And taking a moment to look around the space. And we're just going um, to dive into a meditation, a short guided meditation. And when you're ready, sit comfortably, resting your head or your neck. Just being there, allowing the breath to happen and feeling the feet And with your eyes closed, just sensing the information in your feet. So asking what is going on in the right foot, what is happening in the left foot. Maybe it's temperature, sensations of pressure, maybe there is pain, maybe there is pleasantness, tingling, tickling, whatever you can feel. And then allowing your attention, your listening to flow up from the feet to the ankles, and from the ankles, continuing, expanding to the shins and to the knees. And it's sort of like you meet your body with a beginner's mind and you forget or put aside everything you remember from previous meditations or from anatomy class or from cameras and eyes, and you just really allow yourself to ask, what is even a knee right now? What is a right knee and what is a left knee? Tuning into your thighs and feeling here the space of the thighs, the volume, the three-dimensionality of the thighs, and connecting to your pelvis here, your butt and your genitals and your lower belly. And here in the lower belly, I invite you to open your mouth. Yeah. And you just notice, what is this mouth opening doing? Releasing your belly, and noticing any subtle movements or sensations. Great. So your mouth is open, your tongue is resting on the tip of the tongue can touch the lower part of the inner teeth. So the lower teeth, kind of like touching this tip of the tongue is touching the inner teeth, and you're sort of opening the jaw gently. And opening the mouth, I just want to mention that opening the mouth for a lot of people is not easy. So don't worry too much if it's challenging. And so from here, lower back and lower belly, continuing to tune into, to receive the information coming from the belly, around the sides of the torso, and going up to the ribs and the chest and lungs and heart and upper back and the front of the body, the heart area, and then up the upper chest. Just feeling the way the breath is enlivening the body, going in and out in its own way. And again, reminding yourself, yes, to open your mouth. And now feeling the hands, the palms of your hands. How do they feel? The tips of the fingers and between the fingers and the root of the wrists. And then going through the arm to the elbows, and from the elbows towards the heart, through the shoulders. Don't forget the armpits. And feeling this whole shoulders, arms, and neck area. Opening your mouth. Yeah. Great. Inviting your attention to flow in the neck area, and yawns are super, super welcome. And here, yawns, not yawning is not polite. So here, yawning is polite. Uh, Bringing your attention to the neck area and the throat area and feeling your jaw open and close a little bit. Exactly. And even actually, you can sort of fake yawn and moving your jaw. Yeah. And also noticing no need to close the mouth at the end of the yawn, which is sometimes weird for some of us. So nostrils can get wide and you can fake a few yawns until you become real. Yes. Just noticing your mouth and notice your jaw and your mouth and the mouth and the jaw, feel them connected, resonating with the belly and the lower belly and the pelvis. Yeah, great. Letting the air come in and out as she wishes. And now feeling just the area of the face and the mouth, the eyes resting, the brows and the forehead, and the ears and the whole head till the top of the head. And here, taking a few moments just to fully relax into a feeling of the whole field of the body. So the whole body as sensations, vibrations, heartbeat, all kinds of tiny, tiny, tiny movements that are super fast and very clear movements that feel like they're always going to be there. So feeling into this harmony, into this music of the body, the sensations, and how they interact with the breath, with the inhale and the exhale, happening all in its own way. Great. And then here, noticing that the world is worlding, world is continuing to exist and to make sounds, and just stay connected to what we've covered, but now let yourself open up to the environment and to the sounds, the different sounds in your environment. Maybe it's a fridge or my voice or your breath or a car or whatever, wherever, a neighbor talking, furniture in their apartment, anything you might be tracking, noticing, and let yourself feel how your listening is weaving between this field of the body and the distance to where the sound source is located. So I hear the fridge in the other room and the car 200 meters in the other street, and the voice coming from the computer and the breath so close to me. Feeling the individual sounds around me, and then again the whole field like an accord, like symphony. The sounds around me and the sensations in the body and my awareness, my listening, weaving, moving in these fields, connecting them, creating relationships and meaning all this time. The mouth is open, signaling to the nervous system that it's a safe space, that there is no tiger or tsunami that you need to close your mouth from. You can open your mouth and you can allow this big pour to help you weave between inside and outside. And already, Neta, your voice is there. all this time, moving between different places. And even as we speak, the air is touching gently the vocal cords, and they are already vibrating. As we learned, we're looking for a decisive moment. So I invite you to now bring the voice like a sigh sound, but staying connected to the information in the body and all the sounds you hear around you. So you're weaving your voice into all this richness, all this information already there. Beautiful. Just allowing it to flow like water. And again. Beautiful. Inhaling, exhaling on sound. Uh-huh. Nice, beautiful. And you can totally play with your jaw and also allow this rocking or um, movement that is coming in the body. Let it happen. Let it happen and give it actually, see if you can even allow it to connect to the sigh sound. So it's a little bit like yawning, like again. Uh-huh. Inhaling, exhaling on sound. Mm. And you can even exaggerate this movement that is happening. And again, inhaling, exhaling on sound. And again, feeling the mouth is just melting, melting. Ah. When you're ready. And again. Beautiful. And you can take your both hands, the palms, and just place them on your chest, just above your, between your heart and your neck. So kind of like, yeah. And make it like nice for yourself and feel that the bones in your fingers are meeting the ribs. Okay, you're really making contact with the skeleton here. And again, just gonna yawn, open the mouth. Ah, great. And notice that your mouth is closing at the end of the exhale. And actually, there is absolutely no need for it to close. It's better if it stays open. And this is just a pattern, just a habit of closing the mouth. So try to see what will happen if you actually don't close the mouth at the end. Inhaling. Ah, ah. Yeah. Uh-huh. And again. Beautiful. And again. Ah. And again, and now just allowing the mouth to open and like a dam, כמו סכר. It just opens and it allows the voice to flow out. Inhaling. Ah. Great. Yeah, so let's take a moment here to let go. If you need to rest your hands, you can, or stay where you are, whatever feels good. And just ask you, how are you feeling? What you're noticing?
And I could really feel like how my mouth is not free, and like the jaw is it's it's hard to release, and the want is to
Yeah. And this thing, this what, how do you understand it, or how does it feel like?
it's like playing with the muscles and releasing the muscles here.
Great.
Mm, yeah.
Mm, great. So again, good news, you're not alone. We're all, first of all, we are all, every one of us, including myself, of course, we're all very much tense in the neck, shoulders, and head area. So we are a little bit like, have this tendency a little bit, most of us, which comes also from being in computers and stuff, but it just comes from trying to protect the heart.
Mm,
Yeah, we're just trying to take care. And as well, the mouth is where we hold a lot of tension. So a lot of, it's like, again, this is also a barrier, and it has a lot of, I would say, patterns or habits of shaping. So now we are speaking in words, in a language. It's not my language, it's not your language, but it's also not the language of anyone that is American, you know?
mm,
It's an accumulated collective project. It's not my personal, it's not my personal voice. I'm using it, I'm weaving into it, but it holds a lot of collective programming language, and it really shapes down to the physical level, shapes the muscles in the jaw. And when we are starting, because what we're doing now is we're saying, voice, come as you are. Come as you are, no need to be beautiful, to be good, to be right, to be come as you are. And we're saying this to the voice, and the voice is saying, great, I'm here, and she's coming, or he's coming, or they're coming. And by this release, we're starting to notice all of these structures that we've created to help us integrate with society, basically. Like be accepted and be loved and be understood. And so we, no rush, okay? We can really take our time with like, it's okay. We don't need you anymore. You can feeling this. And so you're saying it to yourself internally.
mm,
Okay, like whatever what I said now, whatever images it's evoking, and you're kind of approaching these images and saying, thanks, but I also have my own voice coming through, and I want it actually to have space. And when the mouth is opening, really opening, and the tongue is relaxed and available, what starts to happen is that the solar plexus, the diaphragm here, and the whole pelvic floor, which is, imagine they are like floors. There is this muscle here, which acts like a floor for the lungs. And there is the pelvic floor, which acts like a floor for the whole inner organs and the whole digestive and sexual system. So when the mouth is relaxing and allowing, all these parts of the body can start to activate. When the shoulders and the mouth are like this, the body is like, okay, fine. And there is a split, and these
mm,
parts they don't express. And you hear that in people's voices. Sometimes you hear women that this is not connecting at all, and there is a lot of effort from the neck. And yeah, so I didn't hear that with you, so the situation is not so serious, not so bad. But let's it's like trusting that the more I let go in the upper part, the more the lower part can start to rewire, to weave
Mm.
itself. Yeah. And for that, we have to first kind of be a little bit like clumsy, like, yeah. And another small thing just to add, I really try, in my listening is awareness, basically. And in my awareness, I try to correct my programming of noticing how something sounds. So when I hear my own sound, it's already gone. There's nothing I can do about it. It's too late. It's arriving to me in a moment delay. But what I'm feeling on the tactile level, on the way it feels, the touch, this is happening right now. So if you don't have to perform something beautiful or smart or anything, what is your guide with this? And your guide with this is pleasure.
Mm.
Your guide is what feels healthy, yummy, pleasurable, vibrating, alive, whatever word you want to use, and it doesn't have to be um, sexual pleasure. It can be very innocent, childlike pleasure of like, or also can be sexual pleasure. You're an adult, so you can have the whole spectrum, but it can also be like this very simple, like massage. Like I always give this picture of a jacuzzi, like, and for this, I need to a little bit forget how it sounds and really connect to the vibration, to the buzzing of how it feels, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah? Anything you want to say?
Uh, it's again the allowing this
Yeah.
game, yeah, allowing this
Yeah.
exploration.
Yeah. You feel you're open to explore this allowing a little bit more?
We can try.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel there's something that holds you back from exploring?
uh, a little bit is yeah, the recording, a little bit the time, but I am willing to try.
Okay. So in terms of time, um, this is like from what I understand, we still have like 15 minutes if we want, something like that. Is that okay with you?
Okay. Mhm.
And if you'd like. And yeah, just if whatever you feel, if you feel you need it to, whatever
I
you,
thought before 30, right?
whatever you feel you can open in a recording.
Okay. Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, and thank you.
Mm.
So again, if that is nice, just coming in contact with your body, with your chest, opening your mouth and slowly just breathing with your mouth open. And already with your mouth open, I want you to feel that very gentle touch, how the air is caressing the throat. And then you can even let your tongue and kind of like touch around the lips with your tongue. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And when you move your tongue, you just feel your belly and your chest. And then with this movement, we're gonna add the voice with this movement of the tongue, opening and closing the jaw. So it's like this. It looks really silly. And resting, not to do it too much because it's like a little bit activating. And now opening the mouth. Ah, great. Inhaling, exhaling. Mm-hmm. Moving the head from side to side. Ah, that's really nice. Ah, mhm. One hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah. How does that feel for you?
No, it was many things to move the head, to move the mouth,
Yeah.
to make the sound.
So it's just always to kind of allow this sort of frame of habits to give new movements so the energy can have new ways of moving.
Mhm.
So this session is for you, Neta. And there is no it's for you and whatever you're feeling is part of it. So bring it on. What's going on? What's coming up for you?
Uh, uh, I don't know. For a second, it was nice. I somehow I allowed myself uh, to make it stronger, to sound stronger. Uh, yeah, and yeah, to play a bit. Yeah, it's nice.
Great. So let's do it one more time, okay? And the thing is that when you allow really your voice to be free, it starts to have a lot of movement and texture. It starts to be a little bit more shaky or a little bit less controlled. And maybe it will be louder and maybe it will be more gentle. So my recommendation for you is to treat it like yawn. You know, you're not like when you do a really, really, really amazing yawn, you're not composing it in your head before. You're just like,
Yeah.
like really going for it and like letting the yawn do whatever music it does. Okay. So I want to inspire you to not know exactly what's going to happen before, to let yourself be surprised, like, I don't know what the Zoom is letting you hear, but I hope you feel something. Okay, let's do another wave and see what is coming.
No, you have to guide me through.
You what? What?
You have to guide me through.
I am guiding you through. What do you feel is coming?
just like that.
No,
Uh,
wait, but it's not, Mamush, it's not just about doing it. It's about everything on the way. And like you have the permission to not be nice only and, cooperative. Like what's coming up?
there is this notion of like needing to do the right thing,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
and yeah, it's blocking me.
yeah.
And,
You
and and also this want of, yeah, take advantage of what is offered, and like to take it with both hands. So it's like
like pressure to make the most.
yeah.
Okay. So great. So these are voices, you know. This is exactly what we want to see because these are the internal voices that when something as simple as a sigh is it has nothing against who you are in this moment. No language, no ideology, nothing. It's just you. Yeah. And just to see what is coming up, I think it's all part of it. It's all part of it to look. So you are just to say that from my part, you are doing the thing correctly. You are doing the work correctly. And I could very easily bring you into an experience of release. It's very easy to take someone into an experience of release, but I want you also to have the pathway
Mm,
and to also feel that the release is coming from inside of you and not from someone something you took or something that someone did or said or you know it's really your voice that it's making its way, and for that we need to agree to listen to also everything that is there. So yeah, so this session is for you and anything that comes for is part of it. um shall we try?
I feel to say we can try, but I feel also I need to. I feel I don't have enough time to. I would love to try another time, but and then I will have to close it. Unfortunately, because yeah,
But you said you will have time until
I thought we said 4, and now I realize maybe I said 4:30.
4:30. Yeah.
Ah, I did. So I just need a second to to release that.
Yeah. And we can go, we actually we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I want to, and I feel like I have this like it's in the back of my mind, the time.
So tell so I'm sorry that
No, I'm sorry. I said 4:30.
it's okay because that is really confusing when the container is not clear. So can we be clear? Can we take 5 more minutes?
Yeah,
Okay, so we will finish in 5 minutes and we're just able to
yeah. Oh, we can. Yeah,
or
I,
tell
I
me.
I just need a second, and then yeah, yeah. We can even do 4:30. It's fine. It's fine. Uh, it's fine. I needed to move that from my.
Great. So we'll finish a bit before, okay? But I will aim for 20 and we can have also a few minutes to land together and not make it like abrupt, okay? It's all part of it. It's all part of it. And I want to acknowledge that it's very brave to look at it, It's like, what's the problem? Just do but It's bringing up all of this stuff,
Yeah.
and you can see it purely. There is
Yeah.
no there is no story to.
There is, yeah, for sure, and also this wanting to please you, into this. Yeah. No, it's mine.
Yeah, good. That's good that you can see that. Um, okay, so now you have also a little bit more insight about your relationship with your voice.
Mm.
Whether let's slow down, okay? Let's be here. Let's slow down. What are you seeing
Accept what I said, what I just said.
about your voice?
Uh, I really I feel that it's really uh, that right now it's really like hiding and like crawling back into the cave. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to put the hands back on the heart and just continue to do what you're doing with the jaw, which is just releasing the jaw. So there is space. And my recommendation is not to push the voice out, but to let it flow from where it is. So if it's like very small, not need no need to push it outside. Yeah. Uh, 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 and now find this place wherever you're touching in the chest, in the heart, and feel that your voice is really touching, vibrating this place where you are touching with your hands. So it's not about whatever you send out into the air. It's more about how it touches that place in your body. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, wonderful. And now bring your hand to your belly area and just really connecting to your belly and feeling that your voice is touching, making contact with your belly. So we don't care about how it sounds. Just open your mouth so we know that the mouth is not holding anything back, connecting to your belly. Mhm. Releasing your jaw, opening your mouth. And letting your belly also be connected to this sound. Ah. 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 Mm-hmm. Great. Resting for a moment. And before I ask you how you are, I want to do one last thing. So in your voice, there is like a wet part and a dry part. The wet part um, is where it's more alive, and the dry part is where it starts to be a little bit like just air. And I want you to like in your awareness, like dive into this wet part. It doesn't have to be powerful, it can become powerful, but it can be like like feeling this water quality of your voice and opening your mouth, because when you open your mouth, you signal to your body to continue and expand, continue and open. It's a trick. Oh, it's getting dark here. Let me get the candle closer. Ah, ah.
I don't know how to do this jump. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same like we did before in terms of you're doing, but in your listening, in your intention, your awareness, you just listen to the place where it's wet, where it's vibrating. You understand that? No? So it's like
Yeah,
there
when you do it, I hear it, but
you hear it. Yeah.
when you do it, I hear it.
Yes. Interesting. Because I also hear it with you, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's interesting that you can recognize it when you hear it outside, but you cannot really locate it with you. So it's good for us to know. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, so maybe what I would say just for today is that find the place where it feels like alive or yummy or wet, or like where it's like the place in the like spring, like where it's springing from, where it's coming from. I don't know. Let's try this. Okay. Ah. Mhm. I definitely hear it in your voice.
What?
I definitely hear it in your voice.
Mm.
Yeah, let's do it a few more times, just a few waves like that. Just letting this wave come. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna let you rest for a moment and just feel into the resonance and whatever it was for you today. And we have a few moments noticing how you feel in your body, and we can check in with you and see how are you feeling.
And my stomach is a bit wobbly. Also, it was harder for me to connect to the belly and then to connect to here. Just at the last part, I think I could feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also there is a. I'm happy that I could do that. Like that I could do that. Yeah, I still don't understand nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So you'll have the recording and you can watch back.
Mm.
Not maybe not today or tomorrow, but in a few days. Could be very interesting to watch back and see.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how much you're going to be able to listen because this Zoom thing is so, it's a mystery to me how to make it work.
Hmm.
But I can definitely feel and can see also what is happening and can tune into not just by the sound. That's really interesting. It's the first time you're approaching your voice,
Yeah,
and it's incredibly brave to do that. Incredibly brave, and also just to say that it's a lot. It's a lot of information, and it's not information that is coming through the head.
yeah,
And I am sure that it will resonate in the next days. And I'm very curious to see how it continues to unfold and what can come in, maybe in the next time that you will practice. Um, yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say or ask?
mm. Mm. I think just to say thank you for this opportunity.
You're
And
welcome.
for a long time, yeah, it's like yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to tap a bit of what you do.
Thank you. And so, just something that I do in this recorded session is that I ask you to give me a testimonial. So, just to share how it was for you, uh, how was the experience, and anything you want to anything you want to say about your experience.
Um, it was less scary. Yeah, you really, yeah, you made it quite safe and soft and sweet and not pressuring. I could feel like the pressure. If there was pressure, it was mine. Yeah, and it was nice. It was nice also to stop and to see, yeah, what is happening there hmm. And yeah, also in like at the end, I could feel that yeah, that I could have, like, if we had more time and if I could continue to play with that and to allow it to play with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I definitely encourage you to do it. Like now you know. So you can just play with that with yourself whenever you have in the bath, whenever you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
We're gonna close so you can thank you, Neta.
Thank you,